The baptism of Christ represents the conclusion of the church's Christmas season. Now the liturgical calendar moves on to a new period, a bridge leading to Lent and Easter. There will still be feasts and solemnities during this time, but on an everyday basis, the look inside church will be different. And that is where our Katie Breidenbach comes in. Katie, you know what? I'm still staring at our Christmas tree every night, but I better get it in gear because there are good reasons for the change in season. Tell us, what should we expect?
Yes, Liz, absolutely. The Christmas trees are down, the wreaths are stowed away, and many of us are feeling that barrenness that comes when all of the festive holiday decor gets boxed up and put away until next year. Now, it's the same story here at Sacred Hearts and St. Stephen's Church. The altar is bare, as you can see, but there's a good reason for it, as the pastor, Monsignor Guy Massey, explains.
Now is a time when the flowers are gone, the garland brought down, the wreaths gone. The meaning of Christmas really begins to kick in, saying, what have we done? What have we celebrated? How has that changed us?
According to the church's calendar, the season of Christmas wrapped up this past weekend, and we're now in a period called ordinary time. This is the in-between time, after Christmas, but before Lent, and after Easter until Advent begins. Since the church isn't preparing for a big feast during ordinary time, major decorations are taken down, the music returns to normal hymns, and priests don a familiar vestment color. Monsignor Massey points out that this color demonstrates the purpose of this season.
Green, particularly in our day and age, represents life. One of my young people told me green is the sign of ecology. Well, he was right. Ecology, or for us, life in the spirit. So the growth of the spirit in us after our meditations on the incarnation and how that incarnation is going to unpack in our daily life as Christians and as Catholics for this liturgical year.
This year, there are 34 weeks that make up ordinary time. Monsignor Massey cautions to not be deceived by the title ordinary. Just because we're not preparing for a specific feast doesn't mean that we should neglect our spiritual development.
Is there anything ordinary when Jesus is involved in one's life? What are you doing now at home? You're putting away your Christmas gifts. You're enjoying your Christmas gifts. You're wearing the new clothes you may have received at Christmas time. It is a time to unpack what Christmas has left us.
The faithful have 5 weeks in which to do this unpacking. After that, Lent starts, the period of time in which the church emphasizes repentance and focuses on how Christ died to forgive sins. Now at that time, in 5 weeks, the priest's vestments will transition from green, the color of ordinary time, to purple, the color of Lent.
All right, Katie, really quickly, and just so we can mark our own calendars, when does Lent begin this year?
Now, Lent begins on Ash Wednesday, which this year falls on February 10th. Now, if you also keep in mind Holy Week, which starts on Palm Sunday, is March 20th, and then Easter is March 27th.
All right, Katie, thank you. Good information. No excuses now. Now we know.